Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today's video is about the long-awaited and long-since rumored Xbox Series S. So the Xbox Series S is a rumored cheaper and less powerful version of Microsoft's new next-generation Xbox Series X console. This new Series S is going to be a lower-tier console that will inevitably be cheaper, but also still be a next-generation console as well. So Microsoft may have actually leaked the Xbox Series S themselves through the new controller packaging for the Xbox Series X and the new Xbox Series S. So a few people have actually managed to get their hands on a package of an Xbox controller, but this isn't like a regular Xbox One controller. This is for the new upcoming Xbox Series X console. So this is a new white Xbox controller. It says that the color is robot white. We know it's the new Xbox Series X controller because of the new D-pad and also because of the share button and the fact that we don't have that little divot around the Xbox button as well. And today a Reddit user found a listing online for this Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, this new controller, and shared some new images of it as well. So we have some additional images posted of this with a different box. So it seems as though these controllers are fully in production. And I mean, it's not officially releasing, so you can't like buy it off of Amazon or whatever. So it seems as though whoever has these is getting it through an illegitimate way, but they're showing up online for people to buy, and people are taking pictures of them and leaking them out to the public. So a user over on Twitter was actually able to purchase this online, and they were able to take a lot of pictures of the box for it. So this is what the actual box looks like. So it just says Xbox Robot White, has a picture of a controller on it. Like, if you didn't really look at this, you might think it was just an existing Xbox One controller. Okay, nothing really new here, except for the fact that it's obviously the new Xbox Series X controller. On the back of it, it actually shows off a few more details about like the hybrid D-pad, about the share button, and how it uses USB-C on the back. And then on the side of it, though, it says what devices it's compatible with. It says Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, Windows 10, Android, and iOS. So Xbox Series X and S. So right there it confirms. This is literally like an official Microsoft package confirming Xbox Series S right here on it. So Microsoft themselves have confirmed there will be an Xbox Series S right here on this official packaging. People have been able to verify this is an official Microsoft product, and this isn't some like Chinese knockoff or something you find off like Wish. This is an official product from Microsoft, and this is the new controller on the Xbox Series X. So kind of interesting also to note though is that they say that, you know, it's also compatible with the Xbox One as well. So these controllers are backwards compatible. You can buy this brand new controller and use it on your Xbox One or Xbox One X or whatever it is. And your existing Xbox One controllers can work on these new systems as well. So all Microsoft like Xbox One and Xbox Series X accessories are all intercompatible and can work with any system. You don't have to buy new controllers or buy new accessories or something like that. I think it's really great. Sony recently announced that on the PlayStation 5 that you can only use a DualShock 4 controller on the PlayStation 5 if you are playing PlayStation 4 games. If you're playing even a PlayStation 5 version of an existing game, you will need the new DualSense controller. And it's the opposite way of how Microsoft is doing things, whereas Microsoft just allows you to use your existing Xbox One controllers with your Series X, or you use your new Series X controllers with your Xbox One. You literally don't have to upgrade any of your accessories. You can just use all of your same things. I've seen a lot of fanboys come out and say why this is a bad thing, why Microsoft shouldn't allow this, and this is like bad that you're able to use your existing stuff, and that everybody should be able to go out and fork over hundreds of dollars on new controllers and headsets and all this junk. It's ridiculous how much like people like fanboy over PlayStation and come out to defend all these anti-consumer practices, but that's besides the point. So this confirms that the Xbox Series S is real. And we actually saw a picture posted on Reddit last month of this new Xbox Series X controller, and the person actually deleted their account and deleted the post as well after a little while, but it comes with the new D-pad. I mean, Microsoft has officially shown off the new Xbox Series X controller, and you know, it matches the exact same thing. It has the new D-pad, has the new share button, has the new same thing around the Xbox button, as well as USB-C. And besides that, with the Xbox Series S in general, we've had this leaked for a while now. Even, I believe it was like 2 years ago at E3, Phil Spencer said that for these new next generation consoles, there's going to be multiple of them. There's going to be a family of devices, not just one console. And so we pretty much all knew that there's going to be a premium console and then a cheaper version, just like how Microsoft currently has it with their Xbox One lineup, where they have the budget-friendly one, the Xbox One S, and then they have their premium console, the Xbox One X. So that appears to be the same strategy Microsoft is adopting with this generation. And the Xbox Series S has also been found within Xbox codes, within the dashboard code, and it's codenamed Lockhart. There's also a Microsoft document leaked back in June that talked about it, as well as the Xbox Series X dev kits that have been sent out to developers have a special mode that basically brings the specs down in line with a less powerful Lockhart console. And the specs that it has is that it says that the console will have about 7.5 gigabytes of usable RAM, so maybe 2.5 gigabytes for the system, so it has 10 total or something like that. And apparently the GPU is going to be around 4 teraflops of GPU for performance. Now, on the surface, that might appear kind of weak, especially when you compare that to, say, the Xbox One X, which has 6. But these are totally different architectures. It basically could mean that this new Lockhart console could actually be more powerful than the One X, even though it has less teraflops. I mean, they're different architectures. With this new Xbox console, this new generation Xbox Series S will feature the same exact CPU found in the Xbox Series X, but it will have a little bit less powerful GPU. So it's still going to have RDNA 2 and Zen 2, so the same new architecture as the Xbox Series X, so a lot more power packed into this new system. And I mean, it also makes sense in a marketing standpoint for why Microsoft would release a less powerful console. They are obviously once again going to have their flagship console, the Xbox Series X. Now, we don't know pricing on that or release date yet, but it's rumored that it might be $500 or it could even be $400, depending where Sony prices their PlayStation 5. But I've talked about this many times on the channel before, but it seems as though Microsoft is also releasing an Xbox Series S in order to corner Sony and have a very budget-friendly system, maybe $200 to $300, and then their more powerful, higher-end system around $400 or $500. So Sony's probably going to price their machine maybe around $400. I did a video about this a few months ago talking about the exact pricing, so if you guys want to check that out, make sure you guys go and do so. But I think this is a good thing. There's some controversy going around about the Xbox Series S and about how this is going to limit new next-generation games because developers are going to have to develop for this less powerful console, and I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about this. Digital Foundry did a great video on why it would be easy enough for developers just to scale down resolution to this new system, and then it won't really affect games. It will just kind of affect resolution. So for people who don't have 4K TVs or even 8K TVs, is what the Xbox Series X is targeting, the new Xbox Series S will be perfect for that, for 1080p or even 1440p gaming. And people who just want a new gaming console to be able to play these new next generation games, but might not have $400 or $500 to drop on this new, more expensive premium console. But there we go. Microsoft confirms the Xbox Series S. Now it's just a matter of time until Microsoft actually officially announces it. There's rumors that it will happen this month. I don't know if that will actually happen. I could see Microsoft not even releasing this new system until maybe 6 months down the line, until after the Xbox Series X comes out. Or I could see them also revealing it at the same time they reveal the release date and the pricing of the Series X. It'll be interesting to see all these details and how Sony counters and whatnot. But there you guys go. That is the new Xbox Series S console has been leaked from Microsoft. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments down below. Crazy, crazy stuff. And I hope you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.